Hi, my name is Dylan. For those that are in the world of business, you may have heard of this phrase before. The customer is always right. For a lot of you who work in retail, especially, these words haunt your very dreams. That is because the customer uses these words to take control over each confrontation an employee makes. Customers make it impossible for an employee to do his or her job, and that is to help the customer with whatever it is they may need. I strongly believe that companies need to adopt or should adopt the belief of putting putting their employees first. Sorry, if that's ensured, then employees will make it their main priority to put their customers first. The reason we need companies to adopt this belief is because employees should not have to deal with people who have bad attitudes or people who are know-it-alls. If a customer is not willing to hear the worker with tips or advice or ideas, then what's the point of having customer service in the first place? Isn't that what customer service is? This actually happens all over the world. In fact, for example, there was a Danish IT service provider called Service Gruppen, and Service Gruppen said one of our service technicians, arrived at a customer's site for maintenance work, and to his great shock was treated very rudely by the customer. When he finished the task and returned to the office, he told management about his experience, and they promptly canceled the customer's contract. The phrase "the customer is not always right" leads to worse service, basically. This leads to making employees very unhappy because they begin to think that they will always be below the customer when it should be the other way around. An article called Seven Reasons Why Your Customers Are Not Always Right by John Hawthorne, he says that a business shouldn't depend on customers to make the place work. Having customers is just another step in having a successful business. Almost all businesses around the U.S. and all over the world have companies that require employees to carry out sales for them. Without any employees, how will the customer know how the product works or what the material is made out of? And nowadays, having people read a piece of paper is a waste of time. People trust a one-on-one conversation a lot more, no matter how long it takes. In a book called Customer Centricity by Peter Fader, he gives an example of a company that is known for having outstanding customer service, and that company is Nordstrom. Peter begins to explain why all retailers want to be trusted, and this is what he says. Every retailer wants to be known as a store that provides. Every retailer wants to be known as the store that not only says the customer is always right, but actually believes the customer is always right. Apparently, Nordstrom is that company. He continues to explain that it's not always the customer that is always right, but rather the right customers are always right. Important. Putting your employees first is extremely important because it allows your employees to be motivated when it is time to help customers. They are far more happy and value the interaction with the customer more than if they didn't. Motivating your workers is key because it reflects on the company's work, and it shouldn't just be motivating, but giving them recognition for their work. Kim Harrison explains in his article called "Why Employee Recognition is So Important" and how you can start doing it. That showing any sort of recognition is a fundamental human need. Employees respond to appreciation expressed through recognition of their good work because it confirms that their work is valued by others. Even if it's not the employees as superiors who show acknowledgement, they will feel wanted and most likely want to stay. Imagine what a customer can do for an employee if he or she compliments the work that is done, or the work the employee showed. When employees and their work is valued, the satisfaction and productivity rises, and they're able to maintain or improve their good work. Kim says in the article in Cutting Edge. When an employee knows that you support them in sorry, I'm sorry. When an employee knows that you support them when it comes to a disrespectful customer, the employee will work with even more motivation due to the fact that even if they don't get a great response with that one customer, they will get even more motivation. Wait, no, I'm just confusing my words, sorry. The employee will work with even more motivation due to the fact that even if they don't get a response with that one mean customer, there will always be another that will make up for the last one. Also important. This makes the indispensable employee and these types of employees efficient and effective at their jobs. So the next time you go out to shop, keep an eye out for those employees that look like they're enjoying. So the next time you go out to shop, keep an eye out for those employees that look like they enjoy doing what they do, and look at the customers at the store also. Conclude if the morale of the employee is directly connected to the customers. So in short, help them out. Make the day. Thank you.